Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this Diode Dynamics SS3 Sport LED driving pod light with bracket. This 3-inch LED driving pod light is going to act as an auxiliary high beam and increase your visibility to keep you safe. As you can see, I do have this connected to my power source already, and what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features that this light offers. It's the backlight. We have an amber colored backlight with this particular light, but also I did go ahead and install the bracket on this light to show you what it's going to look like when this is installed. And it does come with hardware to install the light to the bracket, and then hardware to install the bracket to your vehicle. So that bracket's going to allow you to mount that virtually anywhere you want on your vehicle. Here's the bracket when it's not installed. This is constructed of durable aluminum, so that's going to hold up really well against the elements. And another feature that this bracket offers is you're able to adjust the angle of the light in the bracket, and once you find that angle that's going to work best for you, you're just going to tighten down that hardware and you're going to be good to go. Now that amber backlight is going to be great for a stylish touch or for more visibility when you're not using the main beam of this light. So I went ahead and shut my studio lights off just so you can get a good idea of what this is going to look like in low light or dark conditions. And I went to a wide view there just to show you what it looks like from a distance. Now let me go ahead and fire up that main beam, and you can see that it's significantly brighter than the backlight. So again, there's your backlight, and then there's your main beam. And let me see if I can turn this around and shine this on the wall behind me without having my other wires touch here. There we go. So that driving beam pattern is going to give you enough width to light up a standard road or trail. And that light color has a color temperature rather of 6,000 Kelvin. So that cool white color is going to match most of your factory lights. This has a raw lumen rating of 2,262 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 1,520 lumens. So while I still have that beam on my wall, let me turn my lights back on. And even with my bright lights on, you can see just how bright that beam is. Now going in for another close-up view, I did want to mention that this does have a peak beam intensity of 54,700 candela. And in case you don't know, candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. Now this has a power draw on that main beam of 1.1 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.03 amps. And this light is designed with a newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't too efficient at focusing all the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all the light right where you want it. This custom also does not have an external lens. Certain lens patterns have been molded directly into this lens surface. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. So as you probably know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you are going to lose up to 10% of that light from it just shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're not going to lose efficiency, but you're actually going to pick up some efficiency. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Deutsch style connector, and I have another pigtail right here showing you that Deutsch style connector, so that's going to plug right into the back of that light securely. And while we're looking at the back of the light, I did want to show you that we do have this breather patch, and that breather patch is going to prevent any moisture buildup. And then you see our heat sinks here. Those heat sinks are going to do a great job of dissipating heat quickly to increase the longevity of this light. And this light has been built with in high intensity LED chips. And this does feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. This heavy duty construction is going to withstand extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. And testing is completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And Diode Dynamics actually designed and engineered and assembled this light right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. So just some overall measurements of this light. I mentioned this is a 3-inch light, but the overall dimensions, beginning with our width from end to end, we're sitting at about 3 1/4 inches wide. That's going to be the same for our height from end to end, 3 1/4 inches tall. Now, of course, when you add that bracket, that's going to increase the height a little bit. So from the top to the bottom of our bracket, we're sitting pretty close to 3 3/4 inches. And then looking at the depth from the front of our light to the end of our heat sinks here, we're sitting at about 2 3/8 inches deep. Now, this light does draw high current, and it does require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, you do want to be sure that you're using wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Now, we do also offer this light as a set of 2 with brackets, or as a set of 2 without brackets, or you can just get this light without a bracket by itself. So we do have some options there for you depending on what's going to work best for you. And if this isn't necessarily the type of light or the specs that you're looking for, the good news is we do carry a wide selection of lights here at etrailer.com, specifically from Diode Dynamics. So take a look at those offerings that we have from Diode Dynamics, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together was illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.